Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprava Nirvignam Kurumedeva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Om Ganganapade Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sarva Mangala Mangalle Shive Sarvartha Sadike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namosute. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shri Hanumate Namaha. Welcome to Nitya Satsang. Today is the 7th of April 2025. I want to offer my prostrations to all the great sages and to Paramatma, residing in the heart of every single being. We have just crossed the Ram Navami day. Ram Navami was yesterday as per the calendar. And we are continuing for today and maybe another few more days to talk about Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra Ji and the glory of Ram Naam. भगवान का जो नाम है राम नाम, इसमें ट्रिमेंडस ताकत है, इसमें बहुत इसमें there's so much great benefit in life to take the name of Ram. It is a very stabilizing mantra. It is a Bij mantra also. It has the Bij Ram Bij mantra, as we have been saying. So I want to continue from yesterday about the impact of the Ram Naam, its vibrational quality on the Antakarana. Just as a quick reminder, Antakarana means inner instrument. It has 4 functions. It's a composite of 4 functions. And that is Manas, Buddhi, Chitta and Ahankar. So as far as the Manas means our conscious mind, essentially, it can mean like that. Chanting the name Ram. So we say Ram, 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 Ram. Chanting provides a single sacred point of focus for the manas, for the mind. See this point. See this. Understand this carefully. It is a single sacred point. Sacred meaning, what is the word in Hindi? I don't know exactly. Divya, you can say like divine, sacred, like a book is sacred, like Gita is sacred, Ramcharitmanas is sacred. It has divinity within it. Divyata, sacred, a holy book, essentially. So the name Ram, the sound Ram, provides a single sacred point of focus for the mind. So the mind gets focused on the name, on the sound Ram, and that focal point is a sacred point. S-A-C-R-E-D. That is the English word, sacred. It's a holy point. It's a divine point, meaning that bindu. It is a very, very purified point around which the mind begins to revolve. The mind is spinning all the time, going in 1,000 directions. We know this very well. So it begins to revolve around that one point, and it revolves in that one point again and again and again and again. So in one sense, the mantra sadhana is the beginning. Then when we do, let's say, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 11 rounds of Ram Naam, which is easy to do. It's not hard to do, really. But to do it is the key. And then to go into the Charitra. So how to do the sadhana? Then to go into the Ramcharitmanas, read a portion of it. Then again do some Hanuman Chalisa. Bhagwan ki jo murti hai, Ramchandra ji ki jo murti, uska dhyan karna. The dhyan and upasna, if you're going to worship Ramchandra ji, to unki upasna, unki murti ka dhyan karna chahiye. Then you cannot do the dhyan of Krishna. Don't forget. You can do bhakti of Krishna, but upasna is of Ram. Upasna ek ki hi hoti hai. Upasna do ki nahi hoti. Understand this point carefully. You see, upasna, upasak and upasya. There are 3 words here. That's another thing to keep in mind about this sacred focal point. For Hanumanji, the entire focus is Ramchandra ji. What about Bhagwan Krishna? The story goes that when the Gita was spoken, Hanumanji is sitting, on the top of the chariot. I don't know if you know this story or not. If you notice many times, you will see the Bhagavad Gita depiction where Arjun and Krishna are talking. There's a flag, and on that Hanumanji is sitting there. There's a story goes that Hanumanji heard the entire Gita probably like nobody ever has heard it. But he sees Krishna only in the form of Ram. Because his bhakti is towards that one form. That doesn't mean इसमें भगवान में कोई भेद नहीं है. Don't misunderstand. But it has to do with the what is the word here? In Gujarati we say upasnani shuddhi. So it is the absolute purification of the upasna. ठीक है? Like Parvati ji. कोटि लगर रहे हमारी वरु शंभु नहीं तो रहु कुमारी. Some verses like that. He says, I will worship Shiva only. Otherwise I will not marry anybody. I want to marry only Shiv. Whatever may happen, whatever anybody may do, वो ही मेरे लिए सर्वस्व है. You find this throughout the Sanatan Dharma. Radhika ji, only Sri Krishna. Mirabai, only Sri Krishna. Tulsidas ji, only Shri Ram. When he went to Vrindavan, when Tulsidas ji went to Vrindavan, kaha kahu chhabi aapaki, jaha birajo nath, tulsi mastak tab name jaha, jab dhanush baan liyo hath. Bhagavan Krishna changed the form into Ramchandra ji. He says, I will bow down to only Ram. You have to change your form into Ram. I'm not going to bow down to you. No. आपके साथ नहीं. I want to go have Ramchandra. ऐसा कोई भेद नहीं है इसमें. It's all the same thing. It goes to show the intensity of Swarup Nishta. And this is what this focal point of the Antakaran is all about. If we want to see Paramatma, उसका साक्षात्कार करना है, एक ही मूर्ति का ध्यान करना चाहिए. और उस एक में अनेक, अनेक में एक. Understand this point. इसको उपासना की शुद्धि कहते हैं. Upasak is the one who is worshipping. Upasya is the form of the Lord you are worshipping. Upasna is the act of worship. Is the act of devotion towards that one form where that Upasya Murti is one and all the other forms of Paramatma are Pujya. ठीक है? इसमें दो शब्द है. उपास्य एक है, पूज्य सब पूज्य है, पूजनीय है, अर्चनीय है, वंदनीय है, निंदनीय नहीं है. किसी की निंदा नहीं करनी कभी. भगवान तो एक ही तत्व है. भगवत तत्व तो is only one तत्व. So I have been asked this question many times, and I don't want to digress too much. I want to go back to this focal point. But people have asked me over the years, what if we worship Bhagavan Ram? We do 5 malas of Ram, then 5 malas of Krishna, 5 malas of Shiva, 5. Yes, you can do that. Why not? Who says no? Karo. But eventually, there will be the development of Ishta Bhakti. Ishta Dev की जो भक्ति है, इसमें एक मंत्र, एक भगवान का जो स्वरूप है, मूर्ति है, एक गुरु जो, if you have enlightened guru, otherwise you make Shivji or Ganeshji your guru, that's okay. One ग्रंथ, एक मुख्य ग्रंथ, जिसको चरित्र ग्रंथ कहते हैं, एक मुख्य ज्ञान का ग्रंथ है. That's how this works. That's how we can reach Paramatma through the bridge. See, it's like this. If you want to cross from one point to another, the bridge is going in a straight line, isn't it so? Is that not so? Like, for example, we have here in Delaware, we have Delaware Memorial Bridge. It goes from Wilmington to the New Jersey, to the, what is that called? Pennsgrove or Pennsville. It's called Delaware Memorial Bridge. So if I'm driving my car on the bridge, I'm going in a straight line. If I say, no, I'm going to get off the bridge and jump into the water and then swim from there, that's not going to work. It's crazy. Upasna aisi baat hai. It's a bridge. भगवान की उपासना, this thing that we're describing, एक मंत्र, एक मूर्ति, एक ध्यान, एक शास्त्र, एक लीला चरित्र शास्त्र, ये सब क्या है? It's a bridge. Does that mean you're disliking other bridge or anything? No, it's not like that. But you're aware that they're there. But I'm on this bridge right now. I have to stay focused on this bridge. Then I can reach the goal. So upasana is a bridge to reach the upasya. That is Bhagavan. The Atma Tattva and the Brahma Tattva, as per Advaita, is reached through the bridge of upasana. Now, what about those people who say, well, we want, and there's quite a few in Sanatan Dharma that say we want to do, Hanuman Chalisa, then we want to do Ganeshji, we want to do 5 malas of this Devata, that Devata, this Devata. That's fine, you can do all that. Who says no? Karo bhajan kirtan, sabka karo. But who is your Ishta? Ishta Dev nahi hai? No problem, don't worry. Continue doing all the other regular sadhana. Eventually, there will be a natural attraction. People they say the form of Sri Krishna, they are in love with Sri Krishna. Sometimes they see the form of Ramchandraji, they get, enamored by the charitra, by the story, by the form. It's okay, it's fine. Ishta means, the word Ishta means that which is pleasing to me. That is in the heart, most pleasing form of the Lord. Some people love Bhagavan Shankar. Bhagavan Shankar ka jo vigrah hai, unka jo charitra hai, they just are naturally in love with that. Beautiful. Kitni sundar baat hai. It is establishing a marriage. Lagan means to marry, right? So when we get married, what is the concept of marriage? You might, some people, I'm using a worldly analogy, they might see many people, date many people, go out with many people, have dinners with, all those things that people do, right? Whatever, I don't know too much about that, but mera subject nahi hai wo, but that's one of those things, that people, that goes on in the sansar. Okay, but eventually you say, I want to really settle, then we get engaged. We really are together, the relationship is developing, now let's get engaged. And then the time comes, the marriage proposal, the man is on the knees and, with the ring and all the stories are there, right? All those things. Marriage proposal is there. And then he's afraid of, should I ask or not? Should I? This. But if the both say yes, then you can get married. It's like this. Bhagavan to yes hi kehte hai. Hum no kehte hai. That's the problem. Bhagavan is not saying no to anybody. He says, anybody who goes to the Lord, he'd take everybody. There's no question about that. But the question is, are we ready to go at his feet? This is called upasana. And in the point of upasana is that there is so much beautiful stabilization and आनंद, इसमें आनंद की प्राप्ति होती है. So the single sacred point of focus, this is the only point. I have 20 pages of notes here. I cannot even get out of this one sentence. इतना इसमें depth है. One sentence has so much, it's just amazing, If you see, this is the beauty of Adhyatma. एक ही बात अंतर में, if it goes inside, it's enough. You don't need 1,000 pages of material. One concept is enough. It has to go inside. It's like a pill that my doctor gives. When the prescription is given, he says you take one every day, take 2 times a day. You don't take 50 pills at one time. It's something like that. See this sentence here. See this point. Chanting, meaning taking the name of Ram, provides a single sacred point of focus for the manas, which obviously wanders. It stabilizes it. What does it do? It reduces distraction, reduces distracting thoughts. The constant stream of distracting thoughts, emotions, memories, desires, energy, the constant stream of jumping in 1,000 places. स्थिरता आ जाती है इसमें से. मन स्थिर बन जाता है, मन पवित्र बन जाता है. And not only that, that's just the beginning. But then the relationship is established with Paramatma. Just as when the man and the wife, the young couple, are ready to get married, and then the marriage ceremony occurs, and then they say, now they are married officially. The stamp is given, the court has given the stamp, the pujari has given the stamp, that the marriage is done. Now the whole experience is different. Those who are married, I don't have that experience, but some of you who are married, you will know this better than I do. What is that like? That point when the marriage is actually there. Oh my, it's a whole dimensional shift. Dating was different, or seeing each other was different, and talking to each other. All those preparatory steps are there. Sadhana is just like this. There's a lot of preparatory steps. Lot of preparatory. मंदिरों में जाते हैं, भगवान का सत्संग करते हैं, नाम जप करते हैं. We do so many things. You listen to scriptures and whatever we're doing, all different preparatory sadhanas. But a point comes in the sadhak's life of wanting to establish absolutely firm upasana. That is the marriage. That is the point where you have decided, I want to marry you. Doesn't mean you are married. Doesn't mean the upasana is solid. Just the desire has to be there. Sachin has to say, okay, I want to worship Ramchandra ji. I want to really get absorbed. That's a big thing. तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. अभी लगन हुआ नहीं. But when a man decides for his beloved that I want to marry you, and she also feels that she wants to marry him, then the marriage can happen. That's in the worldly relationship. Just the decision to be a true upasak, it's very rare, rare in life. Very rare. Durlabham. नहीं होता. किसके जीवन में है? Who has this decision? We want to do million other things in this संसार. भगवान के साथ ऐसा संबंध जोड़ना. There are people, no doubt. There are many people, no doubt. But it's still very rare. It's not understood also. So just take another minute here, then we'll stop. That the decision to get linked, it's a linkage. Marriage is what, after all, between two people? It's a linkage, right? Similarly, the heart energy, Ichha Shakti, Gnan Shakti, Kriya Shakti, all the energies within, they are linked with Paramatma. This is the Kalyanam ceremony that is there in the temples. Kalyanam ko the ceremony that is there, that is its purpose. It's the linkage. So when the bhakta wants to completely link with Ishta Devata, then the antakarana, or the entire mental function, and we just talked about the manas here, but the other three we'll talk about in the subsequent days. Buddhi, Chit, Ahankar, everything. All four of them get absorbed inside the murti, and the four functions of the antakarana are given over to the feet of the Lord. इसको क्या कहते हैं? मन का समर्पण, मानसिक समर्पण. very ऊपर की लेवल की बात है. तो नहीं होता ये. Our vasanas are pulling all the time in some other direction. All the time they're pulling. But when the vasanas synchronize and they become sadvasana, the antakarana gives over. That is, the only thing remaining after that step is just कृपा, भगवत कृपा होती है, और आत्मा का साक्षात्कार होता है. आत्मा और ब्रह्म का साक्षात्कार. It happens this way. When the antakarana is given over to the Lord, is given over to the Ishta Devata. So all the different sadhanas, Leela Charitra, 9 forms of devotion, mantra jap, and all these things, they are all happening all the time. Like when a person gets married, even though they go to job, they go here, but some part of their mind, all of you will know it more than I do, some part of the mind, in the beginning stages at least, is connected with that person all the time. Oh, when can we meet again? When can we go out? When can we go on a trip? When can we do this? In the beginning stages, the honeymoon period. And if the relationship is good, the whole life is a honeymoon. Otherwise, all kinds of trouble can be there. So it's like that the bhakta cannot wait to dive back into the relational link. Again and again and again, the bhakta dives back again and again and again. That is the greatest sadhana. And that is the greatest attainment also, siddhi. To dive back again into the form of the Lord. To go back again and again and again. If that stage is reached, that is very rare. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy because we have not gone in that direction. But once that desire comes that I don't want to leave, you don't want to come out of the form of Bhagavan. But like Shabri, the incident, I will go through some of these in the next couple of days. Shabri was taking the name of Ramchandraji continuously. We'll close with this point. Her guru was an enlightened guru. She herself was actually enlightened. But she was told by her guru, who was her husband, that you are going to have Ramchandraji come to you. And she was eating those boar and tasting them and making the flour. There's the incident we have seen in the serials and all that. Everybody knows, whole Sanatan Dharma knows about Shabri. Uneducated lady. Bhil Jati in Gujarati. She's uneducated. She doesn't know anything. She knows everything because of Ram Naam. And she takes Ram Naam continuously. And she waits for the Lord to come. And he comes. And she recognizes him, that he's the one. And then she goes into samadhi after that. ऐसी सब story है इसमें. Okay, let's stop for now. Otherwise we will not be able to stop. So, Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Namo Hanumate Bhayavanjanaya. Sukham Kuru Phat Swaha. Om Durge Durge Rakshini Tha Tha Swaha. Om Aim Brim Klim Chamundaye Viche Swaha. Om Shri Radha Krishna Arpanamastu.